Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad SHAHMI bin Ahmad FADHIL. My matrix number is 1210349, and today I have picked one movie for my individual assignment, that is Just Mercy. Just Mercy is a movie that inspired from true events. This movie tells us about an African American citizen in America late 1987, Walter McMillian, or known as Johnny D, which was sentenced to die for the criminal he didn't commit. Since then, a young defense attorney, Brian Stevenson, who was graduate from University of Harvard, dedicated to help poor on the death row in the South. Walter McMillian had been accused of murder of white young lady, Rhonda Morrison, and was sentenced to die by the judge. However, this case was found doubtful when the evidence that convicted the criminal was rich and not sustainable enough. We will see Brian Stevenson struggle to defend Walter McMillian's life and how he faced the racism from the white community, as he is just a black guy. In that time, white people still had some bad perspective about black community. This film tells us about the situation at the end of the 20th century where the racial sentiment are still strong, especially among the white community. America declared that they are the country that celebrates freedom and equality. Ironically, they had oppressed black community from the beginning of their own history and denied their right for too long. And the fact is, there is many of them were imprisoned for no reason. There is aspect in intercultural that we can look on into it in this movie. In this video, we'll discuss some of the elements of intercultural communication that we can find in Just Mercy movie. Considering this movie took place in the time that black community was faced a lot of obstacle, we will look on for elements of intercultural communication, that is racism, stereotype, prejudice, and equality of value. The first elements of intercultural that always occur is racism. Racism is a form of oppression based on race. The racism not only happen in form of interpersonal, it also in form of institution, where policies, practices, procedures, and culture of an institution or system work better for white people and cause harm to people of color. We can see in scene where Judge Robert E. Lee Key overruled the jury's decision and sentenced McMillian to death.
But today, Judge Robert E. Lee Key overrode their decision and sentenced McMillian to death.
This scene showed that discrimination in judicial institution where the black people don't get their due right. We all can see in minute 38 where there is actually a lot of witnesses that saw McMillian not in the crime scene, but unfortunately all of them were denied just because they all are black.
Now, how many of you all were with Walter that morning?
While the police accepted a witness from a one white man that actually lied about his testimony.
Bill didn't see shit. He made the whole thing up. I was with him. We was working at the shop together.
Then the police arrested Donald and accused him of making a false confession. We can see most prisoners in Alabama are black. This shows that this institution worked better for certain race but not to the other. The next element that always interfere in intercultural communication is stereotype. Stereotype is a generalized belief about a particular category of people. Stereotypes can be positive or negative. The examples of stereotype that we might hear people say is people from X country are less educated than people from Y or Z countries, or people from X country are violent and uncivilized. We can capture some of the stereotypes in the movie where the police suspected Walter's ownership of the truck.
It's a sharp-looking truck you got.
Thank you.
Those rims look like they cost you a pretty penny. Who you been working for?
Oh, no, sir. I don't work for nobody. I got my own pumping business. You know, I clear out all these trees around here.
So you ain't got no boss to check in with, huh? That must be pretty nice. Free to run up and down the road wherever you want to, whenever you want to in this fancy truck.
Based on the stereotypes, black people are poor and can't afford to own a truck like that. The police might think he stole it or bought it with stolen money. And then the police suspect Brian's status as an attorney.
You really a lawyer? Yes, I am. Well, I'm gonna have to search you. Let's go on in that room there and take everything off.
Based on the stereotype, black people are uneducated and incapable of holding such positions. The police might think that he is trying to deceive the police to help the prisoner in prison. The next is prejudice. Prejudice is an assumption or an opinion about someone prior to knowing anything about them as individuals. There is 5-level expressions of prejudice by Professor Alpert. First, anti-occasion. Second, avoidance. Third, discrimination. Fourth, physical attacks. And then extermination. We can see level 4 and 5, where the police arrested Walter McMillian aggressively.
So I ain't did nothing, and I think y'all got the wrong person here. Y'all got me confused with somebody, and I think I ain't got you confused with nobody. I don't have anything to do with this.
While in fact, Walter behaved calmly. The police act that way based on hatred that rooted from prejudice. And then the police arrested Brian Stevenson aggressively.
Something wrong, officer?
Step out of the vehicle.
I don't understand. I wasn't speeding.
I said step out of the vehicle.
I'll get out of the car, but first, can you tell me why you stopped me?
Get out of the goddamn car!
Whoa, okay. Hold on.
Come on!
Okay, taking off my seatbelt.
Get it! Come on!
Okay, I'm opening up the door. I'm stepping out.
Faster! Come
Okay,
on!
I have nothing in my hands.
Turn around!
Yes. Okay.
Hands on the car!
Okay.
While he did nothing wrong, the police did that on purpose to bully him. And then we can see the prisoner who met Brian for more than the appointed time was rolled up by the guard.
It's been done 2 hours ago.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
Supposed to watch the clock.
Whoa. Hey, sir, calm down. He didn't do anything.
You need to shut your mouth.
We also can see in the movie where the black people have to stand at the back, while the seats are given priority to white people. And last but not least, quality of values. It means that a person from different race probably shares a same value with another different race, such as sympathy or the understanding of what is justice and etc. There is 2 figures in this movie that show this value. First is Eva Ansley. She is determined to help anyone regardless of skin color because she believes that justice is the right of everyone. She is willing to fight for it even under the threat of death. And the second is Tommy Champion. Tommy Champion changed his decision at the last minute by joining the motion to dismiss all of the charges against McMillian after reconsidering what Brian had told him, because his goal is to achieve justice no matter what race that person belonged to.